Welcome, and thank you for taking a few minutes to consider how Mission Go can serve as a sending home for your students. This presentation introduces a simple but deeply important idea. Students with a genuine calling need more than inspiration alone. They need a ministry home with the structure, care, and support to help that calling flourish over time. Every placement officer eventually faces the same critical question. It is not only where a student should go next, but with what structure that student should be sent. Year after year, gifted and godly students leave Christian institutions asking where they belong in ministry. The answer affects not only their opportunity, but their long-term fruitfulness, family stability, and ability to remain strong in the work God has called them to do. Too often, students step into ministry without the systems, accountability, or infrastructure needed to sustain what begins as a sincere calling. Mission Go exists to help close that gap. Mission Go is not a new idea or a temporary experiment. It is a proven sending platform with a long history of faithful ministry, tracing its roots back to 1943 and carrying that mission forward across decades of gospel outreach. The presentation highlights a remarkable legacy. More than 500 missionaries serving in 55-plus countries, with dual registration in both the United States and Canada. That kind of heritage matters because it means students are not stepping into uncertainty, but into an established work with depth, credibility, and experience. This slide brings the structural gap into sharp focus. Many students do not see the real ministry challenges coming because the greatest threats are often operational before they are spiritual. The numbers are sobering. 43% of missionaries leave the field within 10 years. 71% of those departures are preventable. 1 in 3 church plants fails by year 4, and more than 95% of seminaries offer no courses on stewardship, personal finance, or ministry funding. Students also need to understand that support raising often takes 18 to 23 months. That reality alone shows why calling must be matched with preparation and wise structure. What students need before they go is not red tape, but readiness. Mission Go helps candidates prepare through practical steps such as ministry planning, budget development, formal orientation, support building coaching, and cross-cultural preparation. The presentation also stresses deeper prerequisites: home church recommendation, evidence of character, resilience, and financial honesty. This is not bureaucracy for its own sake, it is pastoral wisdom translated into process so that students are equipped, accountable, and sustained. Mission Go serves as a ministry home that carries the load students should not have to carry alone. Rather than expecting each worker to build an entire ministry infrastructure from scratch, Mission Go provides the systems that make long-term service possible. That includes fundraising coaching, donor receipting in both the United States and Canada, real-time ministry account access, newsletter and web support, member care services, group insurance options, counseling access, legal compliance, cross-border administration, and communication tools for both standard and restricted access environments. The presentation makes this especially clear by contrasting the heavy startup cost of independent ministry structures with the relief offered through Mission Go's umbrella. Instead of spending $10,000 to $50,000 building independent systems, students can step into a proven platform already in place. Mission Go also provides a range of opportunities ready for students at different stages of calling and maturity. This is not a one-path model, but a ministry framework broad enough to serve students from first exposure to long-term deployment. The presentation highlights short-term mission trips, internships, a gap year program, and career missions. Students can serve in evangelism, church planting, medical work, education, media, and community development, with open fields including places like Sierra Leone, Curacao, Costa Rica, the Dominican Republic, Ukraine, and more. That breadth is important for placement officers. because it means there is a pathway for nearly every student, whether they are just beginning to explore missions or already moving toward a lifetime of service. The gap year is presented as a particularly strategic first step for many students. Designed for ages 17 to 22, it gives young adults the opportunity to enter a new culture, grow in faith, discover God-given purpose, and gain wisdom that cannot be learned in a classroom alone. This makes the gap year a natural bridge between academic preparation and long-term ministry discernment. It allows students to grow spiritually, personally, and globally while seeking the Lord's direction for what comes next. This slide speaks directly to placement officers and reminds them of their influence in the sending pipeline. Placement officers are often among the last trusted voices a student hears before stepping into ministry, and that voice can either strengthen a calling or leave it exposed. Students deserve more than a warm affirmation of their desire to serve. They deserve sound counsel, responsible preparation, and a sending structure that will help them answer practical questions such as who will oversee the ministry plan, who will provide financial systems, and who will care for the family under pressure. Directing a student toward a recognized sending agency is not a lack of faith. It is an act of stewardship. Mission Go stands apart because it combines flexibility with accountability, and that is a rare and valuable combination in ministry. Workers are given freedom to follow the Lord's direction within a structure that protects them, supports them, and strengthens confidence among donors and partners. The presentation outlines that flexibility through multiple categories of service and wide openness to workers from North America, Europe, and national partners worldwide. At the same time, accountability remains strong through monthly ministry reports, year-end reporting, newsletter expectations, ministry plan compliance, and full financial oversight. Care is also part of what sets Mission Go apart. Member care for emotional and physical health, cross-cultural adaptation support, and third-party counseling access all help sustain workers and families over the long term. The final message is a direct word to placement officers. Good placement counsel must be concrete, informed, and protective, not only inspirational. When graduates ask where to go next, the deeper question is often where they can find a ministry home that translates calling into durable, healthy, supported service. Mission Go is presented as ready to partner with Christian institutions by serving students before graduation, during transition, and throughout long-term ministry development. The closing invitation is simple. Take the next step, explore partnership, and help students move forward under a structure that combines faith with wisdom, calling with support, and ministry opportunity with long-term sustainability.